Hello everyone, Support is here. I want to make a video about Poison Monster I've been preparing lately. I just wanted a character that could farm cows safely and fast speed. Like the Monster is my main, you know this, and he can clear cow level pretty good in hell, like very easily. But yeah, he's a bit slow, and with the Poison Monster I was expecting to have some extra speed clearing the cow level because of the AoE the poison skills brings with a poison nova. My idea was that just have poison monster try the build and see if it's as good or as bad in vanilla, as good or as bad as people say, and also just trying to be a bit of a master on Necromancer, trying to check each one of the builds and find out which one are the strongest and what are the difference between them, which one is better for what task, because each different build in Necromancer is good for something. So this is my build. I don't have Mercenary because she dies all the time in the cow level. I don't have enough gear for him at the moment, but it doesn't matter. With 5 golems I normally don't need him that much. He's good. I'm using the Act 2 Defiance Mercenary for the aura and extra defense. That is good in cow level, right? So sometimes we can escape some hits and helps with the defense. So my build, it's pretty straightforward, right? I put 1 point on bone armor to benefit from all the poison and bone skills I got, but it's mainly a thing for hardcore. You don't play softcore, you don't need it. The max poison dagger, the secret, and poison nova, of course. And then you go to the summoning route normally. Some people go revive. I don't like revive in hardcore. It forces you to teleport too much. And honestly, for cow level, fire golems are very good. I'm a bit under level. I'm only 82, so the fire golems are not quite strong enough, and they're a bit lacking a little bit. But they were very good when I was on my Summon Monster and I had them almost max. And when I had them almost max, they were pretty good with the Summon Monster. Again, this is the Poison Monster. I won't have enough plus skills, but still they tank a bit. They do some AoE damage, and the cow level is what you want, right? And then 1 point on Blood War, because we'll talk about the items right now, but because I'm gonna replace this set because I have already the 3 set triangles, right? With the belt, gloves, and offhand, so I don't need this one. Yeah, let's go now for the items. Poison is a very gear dependent build, and I honestly don't have the best items, I'm not gonna lie, but I think they're pretty good. We got the Black Bow Sharp. I have 2 rainbow facets for poison. I think it were like -4/4 and 3/5, something like that. But yeah, I don't slam it, and I don't have a puzzle box, so I don't want to slam it and lose it. You're right, lose this weapon that's very strong. I don't have the puzzle box to put the sockets on it. In the same way, I don't have the armor I want. But besides that, I have Worm Skull, Black Bow Sharp, 2 poison bone skills with life and resistance, very strong in hardcore, of course. Transgul's fire resist, Transgul's belt with the lightning resist, 2 Dark Star rings, very good in hardcore. Allows you to have less dex needed to cap chance to block. Maybe in softcore you don't want to do this. You want something like Storm of Jordan, or I don't know, some more utility, right? Instead of such defensive item. But very good because all the points you're saving from those 5% increased chance of blocking are going to your vitality pool. I have a video about talking about capping chance to block. You should check it out. This is the same full graves I got, but I don't know. I didn't have anything else. I want to put here my war troubles I got in case I die. So yeah, this is what it is. And we got some, I mean, the Trasgul wins too, of course, I mentioned before. And the corruption is the one socket, so it's not the ideal one, but yeah, get the bonus of minus 25 enemy poison. I was expecting for it to be enough to increase a lot of damage, and it increased a lot of damage, but it's not enough. I have 3 skillers, and there's some resistance mixed with life. 0 may find it because what I want, it's not really items. I want just high runes farming the cow level. So I thought, yeah, you're gonna have more life, more survivability, and magic finding. I have enough with my main. I have another, excuse me, summoner with magic find, so I not really need it, right? So that's the build. It's not perfect like some items. The core of the build, the Transgul, is very good. Ideally, you don't want the chest, as I mentioned before. The chest is fine, but it gives +2 to summoning. And even we have 5 golems, we want the extra damage on the Poison Nova. This or minus skill. The fire golems are just a tool for when we're strong enough to teleport, right? We teleport into the enemies, so the enemies attack the fire golems. That's what the fire golems are for. They're just mid shield, so we don't have to tank. I mentioned, and of course I have cap block chance, and it's very important. And well, I made this character only for cow level to farm high runes, just for fun, just to try poison, because a lot of people are claiming the poison is very good, even if it's gear dependent. And I was thinking like, okay, what build with very good gear, like, I don't know, a gear that is like almost as good as you can get, ignoring, very extremely good corrupted items. Ignoring that, probably the best any slot on each part of the year. What build is not strong then? Like it's the same argument a lot of people do with most underpowered builds, that yes, very good build, but you need items. It's like, I mean, if you really need that many items, maybe it is because the build is not so good. Because there are some builds that need a lot of items, but then you can do anything, like Frenzy Barb, like Bothon. Bothon dies a lot, but it's fucking amazing how that character clears. Frenzy Barb can tank, excuse me, Uber bosses alone pretty easily with enough life leech and enough damage. And I don't think this Poison Method can do all that, honestly. I think my idea behind this Poison Method was, as I said, to get to the Hell Cows, farm their high runes fast, and maybe try maps tier 1 and 2 that I think could benefit because of the expansion of the Poison Nova, how it explodes around the map, right? I think they will be very strong on tier 2 and tier 2 maps particularly, and I just wanted to try. And it's as bad or as it is good as I was expecting before doing the build. I don't think you want to make this build by any means as your main first build, and that's the problem, right? You need gear. You need gear for it to work really good. So the point is, if you really need that much gear for Poison Necromancer to work, and he can really farm that well early on, because I started leveling up already with gear. Like, the moment I got the requirements for the Trasgul set, I put it on. I have the main weapon. I had the fastest I didn't use, but I have the skillers, for example, too. So I was very strong since level 60, so more or less. If you need that much gear, and he cannot farm good enough without that gear, and he's not that strong, as you will see a Frenzy Barb, what's the point of Poison Necromancer? That's always been my concern. What's the point? A sorcerer can farm better, and sure, sorcerer will need very strong. Will need a lot of gear by the end game, but at the same time, the sorcerer is way better clearing, way more efficient item wise, and can farm better for your second character in the season. So why will you go Poison Necromancer when he cannot really do the job, and he's like an item dependent build that will not get you to the endgame? Because the idea is this: you start season, you start sorcerer because the strongest farmer, right? You farm whatever you need. If you want a specific class, you farm for the specific class. If you just see, okay, I'm gonna farm, and whatever I get, I'll put it to the class I got the items for, right? You can then maybe only if you can sit for the Poison Necromancer it's worth it, but it's not that likely, right? It's very specific items. So you farm with the sorcerer, whatever you get, you put it on a second character, it will be your main character, and that character probably it's gonna be very strong in endgame and clear Ubers and Declone. So why making this extra step of Poison Necromancer is what I don't see. The character is fun, I wanted to try it. Poison Necromancer is very rewarding, clearing cows. But again, I will not make this character as the first one on a season, and much less on hardcore. Like, if you don't want to make a sorcerer, like I don't want to, because I want to focus on Necromancer, I will go summoning, honestly. So to me, up to date, the differences are these between the Summon Necromancer and the Poison Necromancer. The Summon Necromancer is obviously way more safe, right? Clears slower, but same time, because he's safer, you can have more magic fine on him without being penalized and getting killed if you play hardcore. So while Poison Necromancer really clears fast, it needs as I've been saying, is the biggest problem, and the Summon Necromancer can basically clear hell almost nude, right? So that's the thing with Poison Necromancer, is like in the middle of nowhere. It's not like quite a sorcerer because it's not good as it, but at the same time it's not like that endgame build to clear everything, unless you want to clear maps only, which is probably it's probably good enough. So yeah, the Summon Necromancer can clear almost every content good. He does not excel at something, but I've been doing Chaos, I've been doing Chaos Sanctuary runs, I've been doing Ball, I've been doing maps, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. And it's fine. It's not like you feel like the build is not meant for that, right? And I wanted to get to this point. Summon Necromancer really excels, of course, on killing bosses safely, whereas Poison Necromancer is more like killing big amounts of mobs, right? But at the same time, with elites, when you get that boss that it has some extra health, the Poison Necromancer really suffers. So I don't know, I haven't not tried maps yet. Probably with better gear you can do it very well, but there is a lot of mobs with modification of monsters that say replenish life, extra life. So I think that could be a big problem for the Poison Necromancer. So yeah, he's stuck in that middle ground where he's not as good as a sorcerer for the first character, but not quite some like builds like, I don't know, Paladin Seal, Paladin Holy Bolt. Holy Bolt is a good farming even without items. Frenzy Barbarian, the Boazon, Yabazon is very strong right now. Or Mind Blast Assassin, right? He's not quite there, but I guess you really like the Poison Necromancer. He can be in that middle ground of, okay, you can clear chaos when you have a bunch of items. You can start clearing maps. You have the facets, it's gonna be way easier for you, right? And maybe with that is enough for you to to get items for another character. But I say it's gonna be way harder, way harder than just leveling up a sorcerer. Like, even the Poisonmancer farms recommend you leveling as a Summomancer and switching, like when you used to level with the Hammerdin, right? People will say don't go Hammerdin level 18, wait until you're level 30, 35, 40. It's more or less the same with Poisonmancer, but again, Summomancer in Nightmare is particularly good because the skills just how they scale. You already have 20 points on Skeleton Mastery, or maybe you don't want to go Skeletons, go Golems, but you're already very strong by Nightmare, and you can do that content just easily, even on Hardcore, without dying. So why would you respect on Nightmare to go Poison? Makes no sense. So maybe you can do this. There is, that very narrow point where you want the Poisonmancer and you don't want the Summonmancer. That is, you don't mind respecting all time, because I have two different characters. I have the Poisonmancer and the Summonmancer. You could go Summonmancer until hell, farm pits, farm Chaos Sanctuary, try to get some gear for Poisonmancer, respect to Poisonmancer. With the Poisonmancer, do cow runs, get the runes, move to maps, clear maps, get the gear, respect again if you're going to do Obers, mini Obers, or Declone, and try that. I mean, Declone I don't think you can kill with the Summonmancer, but mini Obers you can, and Ubers too if you are, geared enough. Make a video about that too. I want to do it maybe, I don't know, this season, by the end of this season, maybe, week, 2 weeks before the end of the season, that will be in January. So yeah, there's that point where you might want to have the Poisonmancer, the Summonmancer respec into a Poisonmancer, but I think it's only worth it if you really into Poison. Otherwise, I think you will better stick to Summoner, because even with Summoner, I was trying the Fire Golems the first run with the Summoner, which are not ideal because of the fire immunes there are in Hell difficulty, but for Chaos particularly, they were pretty good. That's why I want Fire Golems on this Poisonmancer, because of the AoE area damage the deal is particularly good to kill such amount of creatures, right? In very condensed in a very small map like is the cow level. So it's really perfect for this. But I don't think it's that worth it to respect Poison. But you can do it. You can play around. I say beat Nightmare, go to Hell, get this year, start to get the year. You go get Poison year, maybe you can respect to do maps better, because maps, tier 3 maps are good for Summonmancer, and this is something I've been saying everywhere, right? Tier 3 is good for Summonmancer, it's way safer, it's the scary map where people die from out of nowhere. But besides tier 3, the Summonmancer it's really annoying to farm maps with the Summonmancer, so maybe you want to do that, you want to respect just for the Poisonmancer to clear that end game content that is not really the Ubers and mini Ubers, and then respect again. Why Fire Golems why is Fire Golems over any other alternative on the Poisonmancer? Because I showed you my build. This is what they want, right? Just poison skills, and then I went to went directly to Fire Golems. Why that? Why that decisions? As I say, I wanted this just for cow levels. Maybe you want maps, you want the clay golems. I think there could be an argument for Iron Golem, maybe one Iron Golem. Problem, I think with the Poisonmancer you want multiple golems, so the Iron Golem is only good if it's one, because when you have multiples you will lose them if you quit a game, right? You will only keep the Iron Golem. You guys don't know, the Iron Golem stays after you cast him in Manila, and it's the same here, but because you have 5, it's only the first one you cast. And anyway, you probably want to keep spamming him spamming the golems in some scenarios to prevent being hit or face shaking. So they don't synergize that well. But maybe you want the clay golems. They have splash damage, they're slow. They're very strong too. I just want to try fire golems for that extra AoE damage. So yeah, for maps, guess it's fine. You can go revive too. If you're playing on hardcore and you don't want to teleport that much, I think the golems is the safer route. But if not, revives is good, and you don't need really the best revives with the Poison Necromancer because you just want the mid shield. So it's not like you are going to, need damage from the revive units. It's just to block for you, to tank for you, and to be safe, right? As you can see, my damage is not that good enough. I was talking about my thoughts in general, but because you have the gameplay, been playing this past week, the damage is not enough to one shot the cows in the hell difficulty cow level. Of course, I missed the facet. I mean, I have 2 facets. I just don't have the items to put them on. But again, facets is not something very very easy to find or to get. So it's again the problem of you're gonna buy some facets. I mean, the poison facets again are very cheap. They are cheaper than any other, and that's because of reason because poison math is not that popular, and it's not that popular again because it's probably not that good. At least that's my opinion. And as you can see, the damage is not good enough. I don't one-shot things. So that puts yourself in danger, right? And danger means in hardcore, of course, you lose all your progress. In softcore, you lose time, you lose experience, you lose gear, you lose repetitions. So even if for cow level, it feels like the gear this build demands is way too much for what it brings to the table. For maps, I can even imagine. I may do a map in the future and show you guys. I probably die there. But yeah, I probably will want to show you guys how Poison Necromancer do on maps to give a bit more, insight on the build, because it is true that I haven't played Poison Necromancer that much. I've been only clearing hell difficulty, cow levels. I think I can clear most of the hell content. I think I've been playing Necromancer the whole season. I have a main level 93 Summomancer. It is true that they're different builds, but at the same time, I can tell the difference between them in the sense that I know exactly on each point, level 60, when I get to hell, when I get to the first good items, good unique items on hell difficulty. When I'm, on each point of that build, I can tell the difference, and there is no doubt at all that the Summomancer is just way more efficient gear-wise, can clear slowly, but on hardcore is way safer. On softcore, you don't even need that much gear. You can replace, like, the thing with Summomancer being safer is not only that you won't die on hardcore. Look at this, here I almost died. Was all very close, very close. I don't even know how I got out of there. They probably subverted your expectation, or you thought I was going to die there. But yeah. Get on, get subverted, guys. This is all my stream is all about, subverting expectations. So why not subverting expectations on a video that doesn't have to do much with it, but I still subvert those expectations regardless, right? This is the content I want. So yeah, even if the Summomancer is just, you can say, okay, it's safe, but I don't need to be safe. I need to farm better. Being safe is not only a thing that, like, being defense is not only a thing that favors not to die. Like, for example, you get a very good shield. Shield is defense, but if the shield is very very good, even if it's defense, it will let you be more versatile on the rest of the slots. Like in the chest, you won't have to be change of honor, right? You could have more versatility there because you yourself have very good dex block chance and resistance, you will need the resistance elsewhere, you don't need the extra dex elsewhere. So it's the same with Summomancer. The fact that it's being so defensive is not only good for you not to die, but also allows you to A, not need so many items, and B, those items can be more aggressive. Like if you're playing softcore, maybe instead of, going plus skills, you just go magic fine, get 300, 400 magic fine, so in the maps you just get a ton of drops, or maybe you just want to clear Chaos Sanctuary really fast with 300-400 magic fine. So there's a different perspective from that too, right? Like the Summomancer for me is like way better. The Poison Necromancer is good for Chaos. It should be better for in maps. I haven't tried. I will make a video about this. Even if I die, I will make that video. But just by theory, right? Just by the way it clears, it has to be better on maps. Maybe tier 3 maps are not that good. But the Summoner is not fast enough on maps. It makes it a little bit tedious to clear the content there, right? But it has other strengths. You can do mini Ubers, you can do Ubers, you can clear health count with little gear. You can go full magic fine, start magic fine and go the pit, right? Another idea, and instead of having a sorcerer, you just go magic fine with your Summomancer, and then get gear for the next build you want to do, right? So Summomancer is very versatile in that sense. It can be your Uber killer, it can be your endgame content clearer, it can be your safe farmer, right? With magic fine for another item at the start of each season is what I personally like about it. And on the other hand, we have the Summomancer that really is not that impressive on damage. But if you really like a Necromancer like I do, play all his builds, maybe you don't want to level separate tunes like I did, because I'm playing hardcore, so if I don't want to lose everything, so I made 2 separate tunes to try Poison Necromancer. Maybe you want just one and respect between them. Maybe there is an argument for that, for you start going magic fine, summoner on, you go for leveling, right? You start farming health content with the summoner. You respect to Poison Necromancer when you get to the point where it can clear a Chaos level and Chaos Sanctuary too. And maybe you can clear the summoner too, to get the keys, to get the runes from the ghosts, very strong, and then move towards the maps. So there is an argument for that, and then go back to summoner if you want to do Ubers. It's gonna need a lot of different gear, but it's doable. It's something you can do if you really like Necromancer. But otherwise, I don't think this Poison Necromancer is worth it. I think there are better classes for that, for what it does. Yeah, I think it's 2 year dependent, but stay in touch. I will show you more content about the Summomancer. I hope you like it too.